Alright, you are watching Speedromizer VI, and my name is Tower Slayer. I'll be your host for the next couple games, and it sounds like we are ready to go with the next game, WWE Day of Reckoning. So I'm going to toss it over to our runner, Adrayon, and I'll let them introduce their commentator as well. Best of luck with the run. I'm excited to see it.
Hello everyone, my name is Adrayon and I'm here with Mageus, who will be my commentator and my mentor, I guess. Before...
My bad!
Hello!
Had my microphone muted.
You alright? Okay.
Yep, I'm alright.
That didn't happen. So, before we even start the run, it's just a technicality, but I have to show my moves that I use for my finishers. That's the technical thing for the leaderboard. If I ever wanted to upload this run,
Yeah, feel free at some point on that one. It's technical enough, but
okay.
just basically it's a formality, but just feel like you're not somehow breaking it.
Yes. So this is WWE Day of Reckoning, the wrestling game that came out in 2004. And the story mode is like a mix of a wrestling game and an RPG, which I'll show in a minute. The time didn't start yet, by the way. So the time starts when I click continue on the next screen. But before that, I'm gonna just spend my points, my experience points on my skills. So can you tell us something about the RPG aspect of this game? And maybe just when I do that?
Sure thing. Essentially, this game is sort of like mid 2000s, like think like Tony Hawk, Underground, stuff like that. We have a lot of different profile stuff, and essentially each of those skills that are currently on screen, well, when they come up, essentially affect how our character plays. Whether it's like strength, whether it's offense, defense, it essentially affects.
Let me just quickly count out to the start of the run. If we are ready, the time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Adrayon here is essentially going through as it says, report to WWE developmental. Essentially, you've got to work your way up to earning a WWE contract with the Sunday Night run, and skipping through all the other stuff, text-wise. So we're saying about the stats, they affect how your wrestler performs since you're required to actually use a creative character / creative wrestler in the run. So it does affect just like how you hit, how fast you move, what you can lift, and that's even affected by what style of by your actual height and weight that you chose on that one. It's actually pretty technical on that one for all the stuff they did, but it's all that charisma has popped up, pretty high. That's because the higher that is, the faster we can sort of ignore our limitations, because this game is also a wrestling game, so the fact that we have access to some of the abilities to do things means we basically get to do a lot more stuff. And you'll see, the meter down at the bottom build up where the WWE is. Unlike a lot of more modern games, instead of just giving you just like a one shot, of your finisher, you get it as a time limit. So if you can imagine the ability to counter as much as possible, or hit your opponent as much as possible to build that up and then spam. I'm talking spam, your finisher to win.
Yes, so basically for finisher, I'm using STO, which is extremely fast finisher, which is also S tier in terms of damage. So it's the perfect combination for that system.
Yep.
Because you can basically on one meter do 3 of them, which I will try to do in some of the fights just to make sure that the opponent will stay down.
Not just that, but it's really interesting when you have to start thinking about how you can start chaining your moves together to be able to start doing a lot more. I'll also note that the thing down at the bottom, which just went red, basically the higher that is, the more damage you will deal. Think of it sort of like in an RPG, just like how, like a speedrun like Final Fantasy VIII or those where you have the ability to unlimited, unlimited limit break type things as long as you keep a lower health. We sort of want to, allow ourselves to be able to do that a bit more.
Yes. So basically, that red meter is completely the most important thing of each fight. We want to, because we have very low strength. We have only 2 strength in our RPG stats, but it doesn't matter as much because we just spam finishers into our opponents to take them down.
Not just that, but also it's the fact that the system on that one completely bypasses some of the stats. If you have a low health stat, you will be winded more. And though not as important in Sunday Night Heat, but for full game runs, having a low health means you have more opportunities to counter, and because the crowd gets into it more, it puts you into the red state, pretty fast. That's another reason why Charisma is taken, because higher that gets, the higher the things fill up, because the crowd's into it.
Yes, I think it's a good moment to talk about the category, because we are not running a full run here, which takes a couple of hours. But we are running like the first 2 chapters of the game, actually. So we have a lot, we can play a lot more greedy in our RPG system. And I will be definitely doing that. So we don't have to think that much of the harder fights of the game, because we just won't see them as much. We just want to go through WWE developmental and then the Sunday Night Heat, which is like the smaller show on the WWE television.
It used to be their third show on that one that was 4 more things. However, if you're familiar with other wrestling games, you may notice that there is no count out going on. Very rarely do you have that as an option, and in fact on almost every match there is no count out, so you have to win either by pinfall, submission, or knockout. So there is no cheese to this game. You just gotta actually play good.
Yes, and basically other thing is, it's not only a normal fights for the most part. First 2 fights are pretty normal. I mean, first fight didn't have any stipulation. The second fight has a stipulation that I have only 5 minutes to beat my opponent, which we are doing anyway. So virtually it completely doesn't matter for us, because we want to win faster anyway. But the next fights will have some fun and less fun stipulations, definitely. Unfortunately, I got a counter, but it's fine. I can recover.
That's why I said the counter system is good. Ooh, danger. This game was also the introduction of the momentum shift, which is you have a very rare chance of, when you're in danger, to be able to completely flip your actual stats with your opponents, so you could actually take all the things they've built up and just yours now.
Yes, basically. I mean, in most wrestling games, as I remember, if you counter opponent's finisher, you either get a finisher yourself or you get a huge boost of momentum.
This was also one of the first games to actually implement that as a mechanic, so it's got a lot of interesting things to it. I mean, you've had time with the run, Overall, it's interesting for what it was at the time. Also, its sequel is a direct continuation of your character from the first game. So it is essentially you are playing 2 years with your with your actual same character.
Okay, I actually didn't know that it's the same character. I mean, you might mention it, but I kind of forgot. Maybe. And we are going to the third fight, and we have to hit our finishing move twice. As we mentioned already, we can hit our finisher move up to 3 times on 1 meter, so it's actually not very hard to do, unless he counters us, which can be awkward. But let's hope that doesn't happen here.
I mean, the counter system is kind of broken when you can seen even more when further in, especially during some of the matches where you legitimately have to make sure your opponent is pretty much lying on the ground, not moving, to be able to win an actual match. Talking actually one of the cage matches where you actually have to face a very, 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 very famous submission master in Chris Benoit, and the only way you're getting out of there is make sure they're vitals, which you can see by the little person next to the character's name. That shows how much damage you are, how much damage you've taken, and how much health I wouldn't say health because it's more just like how much damage your body has sustained. But sorry, could not think of a good way to say that.
Okay, we just have a finisher. I might have pulled that too early, but it's fine. We hit one finisher, we need to hit two to actually... We would have hit it 2 times anyway, just for our opponent to stay down, but it's also the stipulation in this match.
Yes.
And it's the third fight. We are on a pretty good pace, I have to say.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. The interesting thing about this run is it's very customizable, and the game as a whole is pretty customizable as far as just your playstyle, the moves you choose. Like, if you're more of like a technical person, like where you can actually get the range to actually combo off, you can set up your character to do that. If you're more like, I'm not sure, I'll just take the high damage and do that. There's a variety of just different styles to it. Also say hi to classic Matt Hardy version 1.
I mean, it's not really Matt Hardy version 1, it's Matt Hardy version 0.7. Because it is the moment in the story when we are this trainee in WWE developmental, just a rookie, and we are actually facing off against actual WWE superstar, who is Matt Hardy, but he's injured right now. So they gave me opportunity to fight a weekend WWE superstar, and our goal is to make a submission in his injured leg. So
yes, go ahead.
I don't actually know what is the correct strategy for this fight. I just kinda spammed the new move that they gave me just for this fight, and just kinda whittle him down until he submits.
The strategy I came up with was basically just do as much as you can, as fast as you can, and just... God, I forget what it was, but it was just like whatever the quickest submission I could think of was, and just like do that, let go, do that, let go, do that, let go, and God, I think if you kick them in the side, you can just keep them down fast enough to be able to do that one, or the move you just did. Essentially, there's like ways if you like start it, stop it, start it, stop it, start it, stop it, to essentially keep them down.
Okay. I mean, I could have asked you about this fight, but I think I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's looking fine on that one. Looking fine on that one.
His legs are gonna be destroyed in a few seconds, and unless he will start countering my every move.
Yes, but that's one of the reasons why you take a bit higher counter rate.
Yes, just a little bit.
Counters.
A few more moves should do the trick.
Yeah, the counter system in this game just really, and it's more noticeable in a full game run. It just starts to break the the game a lot more.
I have to be honest. I don't know every in and out of that counter system yet. I'm just kind of going for it, and it kind of works.
Trust me, I don't even know everything on that one, and I generally tried to actually, like learn as much as I could when rooting this game. But it is very good. By the way, nice submission. Nice submission.
Thank you.
Looks like we got some fans in the chat, enjoying that one.
Yeah, hopefully this game is pretty fun, I have to say. I mean, I'm a big fan of the other wrestling game that came out in the same year, which is Here Comes the Pain for PlayStation. I mean, they have some similarities. For example, the 2-button counter system, which I pretty much like because it involves a lot of skill.
I mean, that's one of the nice things about these styles of speedruns. It involves skills, just understanding strategies, and just developing them on your own during, unlike a game like Mario or Zelda, well, except for Zelda 2, but it's all about, like, being able to figure out, how can I keep this going? How can I just make sure that it doesn't go off the rails? And just using the strategies you got.
Okay, I got corrected on chat that Here Comes the Pain actually came out a year prior to that. But it doesn't matter that much because they were for different platforms. This is a GameCube game, while Here Comes the Pain was the PlayStation 2 game, so everyone got something.
Yeah, I mean, Day of Reckoning is just a solid game overall. Story-wise, you actually have two different storylines based on if you choose to go to Raw or SmackDown. Canon storyline, it actually happens to be Raw, but then again, it really only matters, like, if you decide to play the second game, and, dear God, the second game is just good. Still is one of my favorite actual scenes I've seen in a wrestling game, as far as just before the final match. Because the title represents two different ideas. Day of Reckoning for the first game is revenge. The second one is redemption. So each of them have like their own sort of feature to it.
Okay. By the way, I figured out that this ground and pound move builds a lot of meter.
Yes.
So it's one of my best moves in this run because I figured out it builds so much meter if you march fast enough.
What's even funnier is there's a spot where you can, if you get very good at it, there's a spot where you can set it up to just keep doing that to them. Also, you have the option to pick them up as well.
Okay, by the way, I kind of forgot what was the goal of this. I was focused talking and I forgot I have to do two aerial moves actually on him. So I couldn't actually finish the...
Worst case, you can always just... pressing start allows you to do that on there.
Okay. Didn't lose too much time on that mishap.
It happens. It happens. That's one of the fun things about this. And if you notice how at the end of each screen you're getting points and experience to actually make your character better. So it's also trying to pick a risk versus reward because the categories you get more points in by taking a little bit longer with doing more things. So it sometimes just comes down to figuring out a good balance.
By the way, in terms of the RPG system, after each fight I have a chance to go into my profile and spend the points to get me more skills. But it's kind of like like you're watching Formula 1 race. It's very tactical to choose your stopping points, so you don't really want to spend points after each fight. You want to pick like crucial moments when you actually before the key fights. You want to pick moments that you actually want to spend your points on. And I'm actually gonna be stopping only once to spend my points, and I think that will be enough for this run.
Yes, it's also one of those things where you'll see that more in RPGs where you get points on that one that you try to pick strategic level ups to where you can dump a lot of points into just one major skill, or wait until you get to certain amounts and then do that.
Okay, so this is Paul Pugilist, who is just a boxer dude, I guess, and for some reason against the boxer we have to counter his grapples. That's a fun little thing.
Yes.
We have to counter grapples twice. I already did it once. I kinda want him to bait. I want to bait him to do the grapple on me the second time, so I can get this goal out of the way and just take him down.
That's, as I said, this type of game just lets you just be a lot more fluid with how you want to handle things. When you're more comfortable with like less health, you can do the risk of, okay, I've got lower health, but I can counter more if you're good at timing, or you can just go for a ground and pound style approach until you weaken them for that one. And you got this. You got this.
Yeah, I'm trying, but he just doesn't want to grapple me. And if he does, I'm not ready for it.
Yeah. This is why, you know, it's based on playstyle on that one. You're playing a bit more the conservative approach to, you know, for marathon safety. You got
Come on,
this.
man, grapple me. Just grapple me once.
Close. If you look down at the bottom, if you look down at the interface, you can see where you can do certain things on that one.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes it's okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, kind of have to restart this fight.
Yeah. Luckily, it's not that big of a time loss.
Yeah, I mean, happens.
Yeah.
The first counter was actually very fast, but the second one kinda didn't work my way.
I know, as I said, it's a risk versus reward on that one. If you're more comfortable with, or, you know, with actual working with like less health, you can actually just attempt to get higher chances, because essentially the lower stamina you have, the higher the chances. Basically, the lower stamina you have, the more opportunities the game gives you to counter.
Yes, that's the one thing, but as you saw, I just lost one fight because I just couldn't get the second counter, and now I got both of them immediately, so...
It's all about, you know, it's all about working and just, you know, feeling out what's going on.
Yeah.
But you're doing a good job on that one.
We lost like 2 minutes on that, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
We have pretty forgiving estimates, so it should be fine.
Trust me. Only 2 minutes early is nothing compared to like some of the later matches where you could usually do it quite well, but then again, there's some matches where like you have to deal with TLC match, tables, ladders, and chairs, which means you have to climb the ladder. And it's a tag match. It may be a tornado, you know, free-for-all on that one, but you gotta make sure both of your opponents are down. Either try to make sure your AI teammate gets the climb, or you can try to make sure that happens, you know, do it yourself, but then you have to hope the heck you got good AI to prevent you, you know, to allow you to actually do that. Going for some specials there. As you can see, just like how much those can deal out in damage.
Okay, that should be enough. That will be rope break, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just take him down, and maybe he'll stay down.
Should, hopefully. You can also drag him, but it's hard to remember exactly how to do that one.
Yeah, I'm kinda scared of that I will butcher.
That's what I said, like, this game is very fluid, but it, like, has a lot of just different, like, nuances that if you're not good at doing this, okay, you can choose to do this strategy instead to help increase your style on that one in order to go fast. Which is one...
To drag your opponent, you have to hold the right side button. I don't know how it is on the GameCube controller.
I forget.
Hold the right side button and just drag him. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I forget on that one. It's been ages since I've done a run of the game, but it is a game I highly recommend if you're a fan of WWE, or if you're a fan of just like good, you know, more customizable and more fluid style speedruns. Check the game out. Even if you don't decide to not speedrun it, check it out. It's got a lot of cool things in there.
Yeah, by the way, the boxer match on the same day as the real life boxing match is pretty
as
fun.
Tempest pointed out in chat, how Netflix is doing a Fight Night Live. Isn't that, if I recall correctly, isn't that Tyson versus Jake Paul? No,
yes,
was it Jake Paul?
It is today. It is today.
Please, Tyson, shut him up.
I don't know. I mean, I can turn it on after the run that I do.
From what I've heard, it's like, it's one of those things where we're good or bad on that one, but
my
overall,
problem is the problem is it's 4 AM for me right now because I'm the European ending.
It happens. But no, it is this game. I remember playing it when I was younger. It's very fun. Its sequel, I have to say, its sequel has a pretty good story too. I believe it was this game or it was these two games were some of the first ones to actually incorporate getting some of the WWE writers involved with writing the story.
Okay, so this is East Texas Kid. This is a pretty unconventional fight for this run because we cannot do the finishers. And as you all know, I have only 2 strength in my statistics, so we just kind of have to beat him up and pray that he will stay down.
If you can position properly when he's on the ground, the ground and pound move, you can actually start to stun lock him in that one. It takes a bit to get used to it, but it is possible to do that.
Okay. Am I try? Well, I mean, let me just pin him fast. Maybe he will stay down now. I doubt it though.
Yeah.
Unlock him into the ground and pound, you say. I try.
It's like you have to be in like the center part of it. It's like you have to punch, let go, then punch.
Okay.
Like you gotta start with it, start it, punch a few times, immediately let go. You'll basically get up while they are still on the ground, and you can quickly launch it again.
No, he kinda counters me.
You got this.
Sure.
You got this. As I said, you also do have the option to break moves early, and doing that can allow you to...
Yes, I know.
Okay,
you know. I'll just do one big move and see maybe he
You got it.
down.
You got it. 2, 3. Close one.
Okay.
You got this.
He will eventually stay down.
1, 2. So close. Your fall. Your fall.
I might take him to the corner and do like superplex maybe. That will do.
Possibly.
Would you like me to jump in with
I think I just lost.
Whatever you want.
1, 2, 3.
Ouch. Unlucky. That's rough.
It happens.
Let me try the stun lock strats then.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm just going to do a quick blurb for Speedomizer. It's a charity marathon with a twist, so what you submit is not what you run. Accepted runners are randomly assigned a game from someone else, and you have 90 days to learn it. If that sounds awesome to you, you should check us out, and you can join us at our Discord at speedomizer.live/discord.
Okay, thank you for the shout out.
See what I mean?
Okay, is that how I do it?
Yep, you got it.
When should I stop and try to pin him?
Yep. Or just basically just like, you can keep it up, just let it go up. It's actually useful even later on when you have like max charisma, because you can just start doing that, get to there, and just immediately start slamming.
He escaped his destiny for now.
Yep. You got it.
The dude is trolling.
You've got this. You've got
Okay, let's
this.
try to stun lock him again.
Break.
Okay, we cannot because the rope is there.
Rope. You've got it
Let's
though.
try.
Got this though.
Maybe he'll stay down now.
Possibly.
2.
Ah, close.
The dude doesn't give up.
Nope. In which case you just gotta try to weaken like a certain part of the body as fast as you can and just try to keep going with that one. getting him to the danger level also helps. Blue, you might have a shot at it.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, on my warm-up run, I beat him much faster. He just stayed down after a few moves. I mean, there's definitely some RNG involved.
Yes, at least this is more the earlier side where, like, if you have a match, go wrong, where it can cost you like a couple more minutes on that one. So part of it is just purely trying to make sure nothing bad, really happens.
Yeah, and we are done with the development, and we are actually. I mean, will be the last match of the WWE development.
Yep, also say hi to Paul Heyman.
T. Yes, and we will face Booker T, and then we will be at Sunday Night Heat. So that's like half point of the run right now.
Yep.
And against Booker T, because he's a much bigger star than me, it's just a regular match without these silly stipulations, so we can just build the meter and make a few finishers to get this fight done.
Yes. Worst case, you do have the option to try to do the stun lock as well. It just ends up being a little harder on some of the more, well-known talents until you get to a higher level. But it is still possible. Plus, you also have the ability to, you've got a lot of freedom in this run. I remember some of the things I would do just for, entertainment purposes is just, pick, some of the, weirder finisher moves just to actually, entertain viewers.
I mean, yeah, but I picked the safe option for this run.
Yep.
I just saw that the STO is considered very good and picked it up. Because it's very fast and very strong.
Yep. That's always the good thing about this game. You just pick what works for you and you go from there. And on normal, it's sort of not as bad as hard and not as easy, but it just has a lot of unique things to it. Also, shout outs to those in chat enjoying the run so far. We've had a few fans in chat, stating how much they've liked it. Nice counter.
Thank you. Okay, a few more pixels of the meter.
Quick taunts.
One more move. And we will be trying to finish this fight with a bang.
Let's go.
I might do 3 on him just to be sure.
I mean, he is a well-known wrestler.
Okay, he just countered me, but it doesn't matter because we just grabbed him again.
Yep.
But we have no time to do the third one.
1, 2, 3.
Also, better to do that while in the blue because of the extra hit on that one, so quicker, to make sure that it stays down for the count.
Okay. Okay, so after the next fight, I'm gonna go to level up. After the next fight, before the tag team fights, because I want to have more wiggle room and faster build meter for the tag team fights, because they can be very obnoxious.
Yes. You gonna go for the counter strat or more health?
I'm gonna just max out my charisma. I tested it before and...
works nicely?
Yeah, it works nicely. I mean, it's probably only for this category exclusively, not for the full run. But after this fight, I should have barely enough points to max out my charisma and be the 10 charisma man.
Yeah.
Charismatic enigma.
Charisma just does so much for the run, and when you can combine, that getting there faster, it for those RPG fans out there, it's like any of the abilities that just lets you just start spamming your limits. Just start spamming your limit breaks. Also say hi to old school Lance Storm.
Yep.
Fun fact, the version of John Cena in this game is his original form, Dr. Thugonomics.
I think the original John Cena was with the yellow jeans. That was the original John Cena, or the Yeah.
It's hard to remember on that one, considering he's remembered for a lot of things.
Yeah, but he had one more like jobber gimmick before the Dr. Foganomics, I believe.
Yeah, but most people remember that one versus everything else. Just like Steve Austin was the ringmaster. I recall reading he hated it.
Back when he had hair?
Yeah, pretty much. It was ringmaster, stunning Steve Austin, and then he finally got to be Stone Cold.
Okay.
Although, an interesting question. Who's your favorite wrestler?
My favorite wrestler?
Yeah.
I mean, I won't be original, it's probably CM Punk.
I gotta give it to Mankind. Just for the sheer fact of, if you ever read his first actual biography, which, no joke, he did write it himself. Even the audio book, he is the narrator for it, even though it's not, it's abridged. One of the best ways to describe himself. He had a thimble full of talent and could take a hit. And if you've seen any matches with him, when you don't look perfect, it's sort of like, it's the fact of just like, he was able to do what he wanted to do.
I mean, he also talked about that some people are fearless, but he wasn't fearless. He was scared of the things he were doing, but he did them anyways, and that's kind of beautiful.
I mean, he... Hell in a Cell. Just, that is the best way to describe one of the matches. The Hell in a Cell match with Undertaker.
That's that kind of defined this guy.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that I spent my points right there before the tag matches. On the warm-up run, I actually got to 10 charisma, but I got less points this time and got 9.5, but it's fine.
That's one of the interesting things about this run is you have to balance out, do I try to pick up this extra second or two here, possibly take a less point, like a slight point hit, or do I go for the a bit more or this easier match because it'll give me the extra 1 to 2 points to get to this final level. Also, say hi to old school Val Venus. Hello, ladies.
Yeah, that's one of the cringiest gimmicks of all time, probably.
Well, there's a lot more cringe on that one, but at the same point, it's at this point more of a retro, no longer cringe, but retro enough to be comical.
Look how much meter I'm building right now, thanks to the level up I did. I mean, unless he stops countering, unless he will keep countering me.
Yeah. And the one thing about the tag matches is you sort of do not want your partner in there, and you don't want your opponent's partner in there as well. So you have to actually think strategically about how can I set this up so I can not have to damage out all the opponents.
Yes, because the thing about tag team matches is when you try to pin your opponent, the other one will try to save him and to break up the pin. So you just have to make a decision to time this right to take out one opponent and disarm the other one so he can't break up the pin.
Yes.
And I will try to do that in just a second. So I got the finisher. I'll try to take down. I mean, probably at first I start with the finisher.
I mean, sometimes it's. I mean, I do know the higher your momentum piece is, the yellow, blue, yellow, green, red. The higher that is, the faster your meter will charge.
Okay, we just do the quick grapple on his partner and try to pin the guy while he's still down. We kind of pushed him out of the ropes too, so he didn't rope break, but he didn't stay down. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But you've got some of the quicker stuff coming up, so you'll be able to start spamming again.
Yeah. I will just do the thing again now faster because I'm building meter super fast.
Yes. I know I was personally a fan of just getting to all 3 letters and just spam it. Just okay, the save up completely, use a little bit of time and just spam the heck out of it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Damn.
Should I let him get KO'd?
KO is actually faster.
Okay.
KO is faster because you don't have to do the count. If you ever get an opportunity.
Was I guaranteed there to get the KO in that situation?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So
KO is essentially.
I lost like a 10
works.
seconds there.
It's
Okay,
whatever
I-
works on that one.
Okay.
But
Because I thought he can recover from the KO.
they can, but at the same point, with the second attempt at it, it appearing, that's sort of when you can just read as like, I might want to let this happen because worst case they'll be in danger, and if not, I get a few second time save.
I mean, the good thing is they cannot break the pin if there's no pin.
Yep.
And if there's KO, the partner cannot do anything.
Yep.
Okay, so now we get into the mini storyline with Rhino.
Old school Rhino.
Old school Rhino. We have to counter one of his moves and then do an aerial move. Or a submission, but I don't know if the submission has to be successful or not.
I forget on that one. I think it
Yeah,
just has...
I just do aerial move just to be sure.
Yeah. It's been a while since I have played the game to be able to tell you on that one. And with the way the game works, you'd have to either save after each match to practice or find spots to practice on that one. Come on, Rhino, give him a free counter. You got this. You got this.
I just start with aerial move. Wait.
Yeah. You just do whatever opportunities you got. That's all part of the run.
It's a pretty sick animation.
Yeah.
Mistimed it. Okay, I got the counter.
got the
I can
counter.
just take this down. Look how fast. If I maxed out charisma, you probably don't do this on the full run, definitely. But if I have almost maxed out charisma, I build the matter so fast.
Yes.
Crazy.
Like, we don't get it till, like, around... Depends on if you go into the strength build where you lose a little bit of charisma, but you're doing it, to make sure that you can finish stuff faster. But you do try to get to maxed out charisma and counter, like, partway through, well, either at the tag titles or slightly after that, depending on your point setup. Although with the tag titles, you almost have to add a bit of speed to help with climbing because it's a TLC match.
Okay, he countered my second finisher, unfortunately.
But you're also close to getting some more.
That's when the bonus points in charisma will save me a lot of time.
Yep. Got it.
Classic animation.
You got it.
I missed the input, unfortunately.
Even without it, it's still the fact that you have it gives you a bit more power to it.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Because while you're in,
Not the cleanest, but it worked.
yeah, as long as you're in the red, for both power and special state, you get an increase to your stats to some, that are temporary.
Yes. Because I'm actually using the PS5 controller right now. I mean, the input for the finisher is pretty weird because you have to click A and P at the same time, and sometimes you just drop this.
Yeah.
It can happen.
One of the best things about the GameCube controller, with the way that A, X, and Y are, any game where you have to use those constantly, take your thumb, put it sideways, and you can mash.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of do this on the X and square buttons on PS5, but I still kind of managed to drop it. So,
Yeah.
in the storyline, Rhino got mad that we beat him, and we get a rematch with him, where we are injured because he attacked us backstage in the locker room. So we are injured and we have to beat him, and we also have to destroy the announcer's table. So we're just gonna go outside and bait him there, just do one move and go on with our lives.
Yeah. That's one of the interesting things about the game, because you don't have countouts. It makes it a lot easier to do stuff like that. Ironically, if you can actually avoid hitting the ref, you can technically pull out weapons and use that, but the problem is that the ref will see that faster on that one. But there you go. Now all that's required is just basically getting the pinfall, submission, or knockout.
Yes, so this is just a standard single match, but we are injured. That's the only difference right now. After we already broke the table.
Yeah, this one, at least you don't have to worry about getting good at throwing your opponent over the top rope. The Royal Rumble's a pain in the arse. Especially
By the way, are you a fan of Royal Rumble matches in wrestling games in general? Because
I'm a fan of watching those, because those can be fun to watch, especially when it's down to, like, you only have to care about, like, the final few opponents. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm the fan of, like, enter at number 1 on the highest difficulty level and try to win kind of guy.
Yeah.
I love challenges like this in these games.
I mean, technically they've had winners at every slot in, the real WWE. I do have to say, I do love the fact of historically, the Royal Rumble where they had, I think it was John Cena and Batista going over at the same time.
Yes, it was exactly the same time. It was completely unplanned. It was fantastic.
Not only that, but if you shout outs to I'll say it, irony of Vince McMahon storming down, sliding in, and then if you see him sit down, that's because I believe he blew out both of his knees just doing that. That's an ouch.
That is one of the moments in history of pro wrestling, definitely.
I mean, at the same point, he was pissed off trying to get stuff on that one, but at the same point, as a fan, you sort of can't, underestimate just like how cool, I won't say cool, but like the fact that not only did that happen, it was unplanned, and the follow-up of the boss getting injured.
It was an amazing moment. Speaking of amazing moments, this is the most obnoxious fight of this run. Definitely by far. Because we are now teaming up with Rhino, because the general manager thought it will be funny if we team up with our mortal enemy. And to not piss him off more, we have to let Rhino get the pin. So there's an element of not having control in this fight. There's definitely an element of RNG, and the control is almost completely taken out of us. So the strat will be, I will be trying to do 3 finishers on Lance Storm, then tagging off with Rhino, and then trying to take out Valvinus, who is Stono's partner, and just hope that Rhino will get the job done.
Yeah, essentially you just want to weaken them down to like having them lie there and just hope your partner does not screw up, or, and I have seen this before, stupidly go for a submission. That does not count. It has to be a pinfall.
Yeah, it has to be a pinfall, and I got to finish it right now because he just decided to counter. But it's fine. The worst things can happen in this fight.
There are definitely worse things that can happen in this fight.
Just keeping the meter real fast and execute a few finishers on Storm, and we back on track.
Yep. That's
tragic what just happened.
Ouch.
I mean, I still have to build a little bit of meter, and I can just execute on Venus.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter on that one as long as you just get to the ability. It doesn't matter who your opponent is. Sometimes I've even you know, for longer runs have just let them tag out just because I've been sitting there with full meter, just like one's already weakened, let them tag out, and then immediately just slam, you know, just unload on the you know, on them so they can essentially just get them both down.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's happening in the ring right now, but it's definitely funny. It is something.
Yes, I believe Val is the current legal man.
Yes, Val is the legal man. Yes. Would appreciate if I could just, okay, do some moves. Just please, Val, don't counter my next finisher. That's the only thing I'm asking.
Positive note: Val is one of those that you can do the stun lock on, but it's a bit harder to time it. But it is possible. And one positive note is doing this actually helps build meter fast as well. So that's why you can sometimes take a weaker finisher, and since you're able to spam it more, you can
counter Rhino.
One of the things is that because this also builds meter, it helps speed things up.
Okay, I think I'll just do some finishers in last storm and just let Rhino finish the Venus, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, I got the bad animation. Hopefully
Yeah.
Rhino will pin him. No, don't submit him, please!
So,
This is completely tragic what's going on right now.
yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna hope that he will win this 1v1. He
Yeah.
should. He should.
Worst case, you quickly get it, go him to tag, and you take the other stuff out. Yeah.
1, 2.
No! I tried to grab Storm!
That's
This is tragic.
it
But
happens.
it's fun at least. I think.
That's one of the things about this run. It is just fun to do. It is just a very fun speed run to do. Also helps you get out a lot of aggression. Oh
I'm just gonna
God.
stun the Clan Storm. And hope Rhino will win.
That's all we can do.
No, why did Rhino grab me? This is so tragic. What's going on in this fight?
Luckily, you also have special, so you can try to weaken them.
Yes, I can. But kinda don't want to disturb him.
Yeah.
Because
I
he
think
will
it's take-
I might, if I started attacking Venus right now, he could go even more off the rails.
Yeah. In this instance, you just don't have to worry as much on that one.
Why is Rhino here? Why is
This is
Rhino
trying to
breaking
save
down the
you.
submission? But why? I'm not even legal man. This is so weird.
I mean,
Okay,
that's-
he's getting into ring, just pin him, please.
Man,
He should stay
please.
down.
Please.
Yes! Ref! Why is Ref? No!
Ref, please. Crap. And the
He
ref
just-
also stopping you.
Yes, he stopped me.
Luckily, you can run out quick.
I mean, I have no control over my character right now.
Yes.
Okay, I'm quickly going back. I have to... Okay, I have just to kill Storm right now.
Yeah,
I'm
just
going
run
for
around and
him.
try to get Storm. That'd be my recommendation. Just run and just try to pull Storm down.
Okay, he just pulled himself down, but I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah. Oh God. Match
Of
like
course
your life
that happens
depends
in
on
marathon
it.
run. True.
Luckily, they haven't been spamming the moves on that one, and Rhino's actually halfway decent. But the biggest problem
Okay,
is...
just let me get Storm, just let me get Storm.
Yes.
He just countered me. He's just gonna counter me, okay.
That's one of the things about why you have to like plan out. Just some matches you have to like accept that you might be a little weaker on because you're planning for future matches, while other times you have to worry about other things. Don't worry, you're back up.
Oh, he countered me again. This is tragic, man.
I know. I know. Luckily, you have a lot of points to where you can just slam him. Luckily, you have that ability.
But he countered me again. Okay, just fight me now. Nice, I countered.
Nice, got it.
No, he countered. Okay. I guess he'll just counter my every move.
Yeah, that's the one drawback about going for charisma versus other stuff is you lose a bit on the counter ability. I hate this match. It is...
Okay, Lance is down, just pin him, please.
I'd say pull out a move. I'd say WWE move, it just...
1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh
Yes.
my! That was so bad.
I know, but you got through it. That's one of the beauties of this.
One
of the beauties of this run. But that's one of the beauties of this run. It's like,
I mean, I'll take it because something interesting happened in this run. I mean, I think it's very interesting, but this fight was just another level.
Yeah.
Just everything that could go wrong just went wrong.
Yes, but it does.
I mean,
go on.
The only thing I was waiting for just Rhino losing this match actually.
Yeah.
But that was the only thing that could go worse. Rhino losing.
I mean, in all fairness, that's one of the great things about these style of speedruns. You have those amazing, like, crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Yeah! Sorry, where it's just like, it will legitimately, like, those epic moments of just, like, come back and just doing amazing, like, turning it around.
Yeah, I mean, we lost, like I actually have the timer up here. I think it took me, yeah, it was 9 minutes, that fight alone. That's very, very long.
At the same point, it's a balance match on that one. Could have taken more points in counter to make it easier, but then you wouldn't be able to get your meter up faster. Also, could have stopped to level. It's all relative on
mean,
like
yes,
how you choose.
I could, but a lot of things was just pure RNG, not related to stats in this fight, I would say. Like,
I know.
Like Lance Storm countering me, that doesn't depend on my stuff, right? It's like his thing.
Him countering you, yes, that's on them.
Yes.
You being able to counter back or prevent it, that's sort of based on your counter stats, if I recall. But
Can I do one more? I probably can. Yes, okay.
as you can counter a counter to counter.
Yes, I know.
I know. Nice, clean, quick, beautiful fight.
Yeah, actually, that fight was everything I wanted. And we are actually going to the last fight right now of this category. The last fight of the Sunday Night Heat.
Sunday Night Heat on that one. I mean, if you get done fast enough, you want to show them the actual match you're supposed to lose for whatever piece, for whatever territory, for whatever side you choose.
Yes, I can. I can because we are way under the estimate. So if it's fine with the host, I can show the bonus fight. Because we should be done at around 1 hour mark, and our estimate is 1:15, right?
1:10 or 1:15, I believe.
Yes, so I think I can get away with showing that bonus fight. And I actually, when I played it for the first time, I didn't know I was supposed to lose it, and I was kind of tilted. But I quickly realized that the cutscenes are running, so.
Oh, fun fact! You can win that match.
You can?
Yes.
Okay.
you've got to either do insanely well and get a pinfall, pardon the language there, or grab weapons and let them hit you.
Oh,
Yes, you can choose that match. It's a lot harder to get your opponents to do that, but they will do that, and if a ref sees them, well, they get disqualified.
that's funny.
I guess technically you could try to do that for a lot of matches, but it's a lot harder to get certain characters to do that, so...
I mean, it's probably inconsistent.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, also, you would not get as much point on that one, so it's not really worth it.
Oh,
Sorry, I didn't quite follow. How many fights do you have left?
This is the last fight. And after that, if you're cool with that, I can show the one bonus fight that comes after this one. As we have still some time left under the estimate.
Yeah, let me check in. How long do you think the bonus fight is?
You're meant to lose.
Yeah, that's the fight when you just get crushed, basically. So it will take like 3 or 4 minutes probably total.
Unless you want to try to actually win, in which case just grab weapons and drop them and hope that, well, Flair or Big Show picks one up and hits ya. It's amusing because even though you win, you still get some points, but you still, the cutscene's slightly different, but you still lose.
Okay. But cutscene is different, so the game acknowledges that you won, right?
Somewhat.
Because in some games, when you have the fight that you are supposed to lose and you win it, the game doesn't know that. The game actually doesn't care and just goes on like you lost. That's the case for some games, definitely.
And then again, you also have some games that make it achievements for you to actually win those. Well, you get things like, I think it's the original Dark Souls or something, where like doing that gives you an alt ending.
1, 2, 3.
Actually,
Okay, so word from the desk is that as long as we are still under estimate, the bonus fight should be fine, as long as it still fits within the estimate. That's the sounds of it.
Okay, so I'll probably still feed it, even though I just got lost into talking and got destroyed by a finisher. Very hard to kick out of finisher, as I see.
It requires pretty fast mashing or high stats in a few categories, like counter and I think it's strength for durability, probably strength or speed. But in this category, you know, you take what you got to, you know, win fast. And this has been a phenomenal, you know, showcasing of Sunday Night Heat. Again, if anybody's interested in the game, you know, it has a Discord. There's strategies for all that stuff, and it's very. Would you say it's, you know, more customizable?
Okay, so I'm not talking, but I'm kind of focused on this one.
That's why I shut up, because I realized you needed it.
Okay. You should do the trick. Okay, he's at green, he should stay down.
1, 2,
3.
Pretty bad, but I'm gonna build that fast. Yeah, the meter will build fast.
Taking those.
Taking the mashing move.
Yep. Taking those extra points of charisma helps build meter fast.
Okay.
That's one. In blue.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. So I recall timing is on selection of brand.
Yes. We will quickly say when the time will be coming up. It will be very soon when we chose the raw brand on the next screen. and it will be coming up very soon.
Note that after the first match, you do get a lot of points for completing
And
it.
time. So it is actual time, and we are going to that bonus fight that we are supposed to lose. Actually, I'm not probably gonna try to win this fight. I'm just gonna show you how unfair it is because it's super scripted.
I mean, it's against Ric Flair, the dirtiest player in the game, the Nature Boy. God, how many times has he won the title?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I believe at this time, at least it was 15 to 16.
So this is supposed to be our last match on the Sunday Night Heat, right?
This is sort of it, but it's also technically your first match in the Raw route, so that's why it is technically not part of the run.
Okay, because on my first playthrough I was actually facing Big Show, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's on the SmackDown route, right?
Yep. It's the first in the particular route, so you're getting to like the branching
By
point
the way,
between stuff.
look how fast Ric Flair is building his meter. It's insane. I have 9.5 charisma, and Flair is just completely building second meter right now.
That
It's
popular, that plus the times he's countered you.
Yeah,
When
he
you-
counters almost every move of mine, builds up meter very fast, probably this great damage.
Yes. That's what I said, like, for full game runs, you have to sort of balance it out so you don't.
And I'm done, I couldn't kick out, I was smashing super fast there. Okay, so that was the bonus fight, we were supposed to lose this, and I think we are done with the run.
Yeah.
That was WWE Day of Reckoning.
Sunday Night Heat.
I was Adrayon, my commentator was Magus, and does our host want to say anything?
Well, amazing one, Drayon. It was exciting to watch along with you and action-packed. We'll be moving on to the next run here shortly, but do you have any last shout-outs before we head out?
I mean, shoutouts to everyone from the Speedromizer community. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. And yeah, that was me. It's almost 5 a.m. for me, so I'll probably go back to sleep. But
My only
have a great marathon.
My only shout out is essentially just try the game out. It's very fun.
Yeah, I can confirm that is very fun.
Well, thank you again. Excellent run, and you'll get Ric Flair next time. I'm confident in it. In the meantime, go get some sleep. Taking care of yourself is always important. And this has been part of Speedromizer VI. Speedromizer is a charity marathon with a twist. What you submit is not what you run. Accepted runners are randomly assigned a game from someone else and will have only 90 days to learn their respective game. If that sounds like an awesome concept to you, you can learn games just like this one, WWE Day of Reckoning, a classic. Then make sure you join our Discord at speedomizer.live. Speedomizer.live/Discord. There we go. We got there in the end.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for